So here we go with a simple series of stretches that are going to help you feel more flexible around your foot and ankle and your calf muscles. If you need, grab a chair or do this by a wall so you can hold on. So come up onto your tiptoes, try and retain your balance if you're doing it without holding on. And then you're going to do a gentle knee bend, not too much. Keep the knees bent. And at the same time, lower the heels back down. Don't worry if you hear a few cracks. And then come back tall again. You can do that 4 more times. Up onto your tiptoes. Bend the knees. Lower the heels. And lengthen. Up on your tiptoes. Bend the knees. Lower the heels. And lengthen. 1 more. Up on your tiptoes, bend the knees, lower your heels, and lengthen. And we're going to reverse that. So to start off with, small knee bend, then come up onto your tiptoes, then grow tall, and come back down. As you do this, see if you can use your whole foot. So you're pushing up through every single toe, rather than just the inside or the outside of your foot. Bending the knees, up onto the tiptoes, lengthen through the body, and down. And again, bend the knees, up onto your tiptoes, lengthen through the body, and down. So it's just a simple foot series. We're then going to do something even simpler, and we're going to just circle a foot. Sometimes we forget how easy and simple this is. So if you're not holding on, yes, it's a bit of a balance exercise at the same time. Just having a little wiggle, forwards and backwards now, forwards and backwards. And then having that little wiggle round and round, and forwards and backwards. Something so simple and we forget to do it. Onto the other side. So wiggle the foot, round and round you go, round and round, and then up and down, up and down, up and down, really stretching through that foot. And as always, I've said you can do this holding on, you can also do this in sitting if you want. And then we're going to pedal through our feet. So if I stand side on, we're going to imagine we're rolling through that whole foot. So we're going to roll up and down. And we're going to alternate feet as if we're rolling up and rolling down through our feet. Kind of feels like you're climbing up a staircase. So we're trying to come up onto the toes and then rolling back down. Really stretching out through our toes as we come up onto them. Very simple again. Really nice to stretch up any toes, any front of the foot that's stiff. You get a little bit of a stretch into your Achilles when your knees are bent over the ankle. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to centre, and now we're going to go into a few more static stretches. So we're going to go and stretch our calf muscles, so the big muscle at the back there. 1 foot goes forward, 1 foot goes back. What's really important here is that my back leg is straight. My back leg is straight, so my knee is straight. I'm sat up, I'm trying not to bend forwards, I'm trying not to lean back. Bend that front knee till you feel a gentle pull in the back of that calf. Nothing that makes you sore. If you're quite tight, make the step a bit smaller. If you're flexible in that muscle, then you can go a little bit wider. So just breathing in and out. I'm just going to hold that stretch. We're thinking about where our feet go. Try and have them facing forwards, but if your feet do naturally point kind of quite out to the side, please don't overcorrect. Hold it just for a few more seconds. Okay. Now, if you have a look at my back leg, I'm going to bring it a bit closer, and then I'm going to just bend that back knee. And as I bend that back knee, I'm going to take the stretch a little bit lower into the area around my heel, which is my Achilles tendon. Again, I've got a wall here if I needed to hold on. Just hold on as you do this. Breathing in and out. Always listen to your body. Don't bend the knee too far if the stretch is quite strong. Again, you can bring this foot a bit closer to the other to make it a bit easier. Holding that stretch. And then grow tall. I'm going to simply just turn around so that you can see me. Let's go for the stretch on the other side. So once again, feet facing as forward as natural. Trying to make sure that I'm nice and aligned through my body. Back knee is straight. Front knee gently bends until I feel a gentle pull in the back of that calf. You can always think about your shoulders and your technique and your posture. Breathing in and out. So important to make sure we have really nice calf flexibility for so many of our daily activities and sport. Breathing in and out. And then again, I'm going to bring this leg a little bit closer, and I'm going to keep my heel down. I'm going to bend that back knee. Yeah, see, I get a little click in my ankle as I do that. Nothing to worry about. Just feeling that stretch. A bit lower down, around my ankle, around that Achilles tendon. Just holding on if you need. Breathing in and out. Breathing as we go. Great, and then come back up. And that's it, a simple sequence focusing on flexibility around our foot and ankle, making sure that our toes have become a little bit more flexible, flexibility around the ankle joint, and then finishing off with some static stretches. Listen to your body and make sure you're comfortable all the way through.